Now, is it just me or does this iPhone feel weird? It's almost as if it's kind of incomplete or just outright something is missing. I know the days of the big redesign every other year are on a major decline, and even though Apple still always found some type of design change or feature that, no matter how minimal, was actually effective in delivering the Apple user experience and continuity that we all know and, appreciate. Like something you can actually find value in. But this year's camera control button and the lack of Apple Intelligence just leaves a void to be filled, or a void unfilled. Whatever, something's missing. Now, don't get it twisted. The iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max, as well as the iPhone 16, are all greatly designed devices, and any Apple user coming from the iPhone 12 series or older is definitely going to feel their upgrade. But like I've said over and over in plenty of videos, the smartphone era, especially this smartphone era of the flat glass sandwich, is just plateaued. It's very stagnant as of lately. And it's true when companies like Samsung look just like Apple with a very stagnant year after year, with refinement after refinement and no true real redesign. But at least Apple hasn't raised their prices in quite a while, and I think it's because there's no true redesign to warrant an upcharge. Yet other brands and other companies are still increasing prices with no real redesign. So in Apple's favor, I guess it's a positive to all of this, or a silver lining to the cloud. So last year, Apple introduced the new action button. And this was actually an useful design change. This was a useful feature that I find useful in my daily uses. Now, they also paired that up with Apple ProRes Log video recording, which in my opinion, as someone who's in the video, is a game changer. They also gave us USB-C, a titanium frame, as well as the 5x telephoto lens, which was only exclusive to the Pro Max model this year, available on both models. At least they got that right this year, right? It just all around made that year like a redesign year, even though it's still refinement. And this year is effectively the iPhone S year, right? And that shows because all of those great things that I spoke of from last year's redesign with quotes has all carried on with the addition of, camera control. And Apple Intelligence. Now, this all could just be due to the fact that I'm not currently in love with the whole camera control. Like, it's not as intuitive and instant, as I thought it would be on first use. It's going to take some time and some effort to actually get used to implementing camera control, and also finding where it falls within my workflow in the camera department, right? Because that's the only place that it is available. Literally, it's going to take some time to get the hang of this button for sure. At least that's how it's going with me so far. Yes, it's simple in concept, and yes, I get it, but there's some things in everyday practice. I kind of spoke about this when I was working on my iPhone 16 Pro Max versus 16 Pro video. Maybe I'll insert that clip when I was just outside speaking on it, because I was literally using it and then giving thoughts as I'm using it. I want to say I'm kind of indifferent on the camera control button. Again, I think it's going to take some getting used to for me. And yeah, I'll see if I'll actually, or how much I actually end up using it. That's going to be the true, tell-all sign when I do my long-term review. So I'll let you guys know for sure. So all in all, I'm just indifferent on the camera control button until I spend more time with it and, just get the hang of it all together. So if you have an iPhone 16, 16 Pro, or 16 Pro Max, let me know down in the comment section your first thoughts and your first use with camera control. So that just leaves Apple Intelligence, which according to Apple's website is coming this fall. No day, no month, no time. It's just coming this fall. Now, Apple Intelligence is only coming to certain Apple devices, so you have to check that list and see if it even pertains to you. But in the arena of the iPhone 16 devices, these were marketed directly alongside Apple Intelligence. So as a day one user or a day one adopter, I'm missing something. I mean, Apple, listen, you got us hyped, you got us interested, but you're also making us wait. And I mean, in true Apple fashion, I would only assume that it won't release until it reaches Apple's standard, right? Could be a reason for this. Is this a delay? Or was this always planned for fall? But until then, all we have is camera control. Now, I am being a bit dramatic because let's be honest, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, iPhone 16 Pro, and even the iPhone 16 are all great iPhones. And most of all, they all deliver on their core functions. So if you're in the market for a 16 Pro Max or 16 Pro or 16, they're going to deliver on their core functions without a doubt. And depending on which model you're upgrading from, like from the 12 series and older, you're definitely going to feel the upgrade. And they are all delivering on the Apple design and engineering for sure. But if you're anticipating Apple Intelligence and you're going to jump in now, there's just a slight queue or wait for that very features or those very features. But I'm hoping that once they do deliver, they are as promising as they are promised, if you get what I mean. But nevertheless, I just kind of wanted to point that out. This isn't a hit piece on the iPhone 16, 16 Pro, or 16 Pro Max because I'm enjoying them thus far. It's just a truth or reality to where the marketing for them, you know, the promises, what was delivered, what is camera control, and what is the iPhone 16 in its current state. Current. For now, until Apple Intelligence, it just feels as if something might be missing.
I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the ditch.
Now, let me just clarify. I gotta drop my review really soon. I've been using these things nonstop back to back as I just accidentally hit the camera control button and turned that on. You can switch that to double press in order to activate. I think I'm gonna have to do that because yeah, I'm in no way telling you that these are like no buys or no goes, especially for the right user and the right person. These are definitely ideal phones. We'll get into the pros and the cons of them, especially in different sizes and so forth and everything in my upcoming review. So you already know what to do. Subscribe and turn on the bell. My name is CJ.
No cup of jokers, this is acidic, so I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that. Look in the mirror like, I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is all mine. Look in the mirror like, go get it. I gotta get to the scene, oh, I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting, they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out.